helping make your life easier. Moms Every Day.
Welcome to Moms Every Day. I'm your host, Jen Lennon. Today I'm joined by Stephanie Tucker. She's a licensed professional counselor with AspenPointe. Stephanie, welcome.
Thank you, welcome.
So it's important to have you here because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's wonderful that we have months like this to talk about mental health, but do people still find hesitation in seeking help?
Oh, most definitely. You know, 1 in 4 Americans are diagnosed with a mental health illness, and I think that oftentimes we struggle with that initial feeling of, when do I seek help? You know, when is enough enough? When do I go and I get the help that I need? And oftentimes there's that barrier of feeling like I don't know what that time is.
Right, and for moms in particular, you know, our lives are very busy, right? And we might read surveys in magazines and go, well, I haven't been sad for 3 weeks, so it's not time to check anything out yet. That we really don't have to fall into any clinical definition of depression or anxiety, right?
No.
It just, if something is not right, we should be seeking help.
Definitely. I feel like we need to be more proactive in our community. We need to be doing more self-care, you know, even at our homes, being able to talk about those things, you know, as a mom with our children, being able to have those kinds of difficult conversations early on about our emotions. How are we feeling? What's going on? So that when we do start to struggle, even if it's just a little bit, even if we just feel like we're hormonal, that we will go and seek help so that we are addressing the issue as early as possible so that we can get better as quickly as possible.
And honestly, there's struggles at every stage of motherhood that, that moms can be experiencing. I mean, certainly when the children are little, when children are entering school, even as children are growing and ready to leave, you know, there can be emotional upheaval. So the important point is, if something feels wrong, then it's okay to get help.
Most definitely, yeah. As soon as you feel that feeling of, you know, I'm not where I need to be, whether that's you're feeling more withdrawn or feeling more irritable or having
Well, that's what I wanted
anxiety.
to ask. Is it always just like, I want to go into my room and numb myself to the world?
No.
Is that what depression always looks like?
No, a lot of people have depression come out in anger. A lot of people have depression come out in worry. All of those things are very normal ways of anger expressing itself within us.
And certainly as moms, our kids are watching how we handle ourselves, right?
Definitely. And if we are able to model good self-care to them, then they will then be able to do that for themselves. So eating well and exercising and being able to go and seek help are those big steps, I think, that as parents we are able to then do for our children. And
you know, you said 1 in 4 people at some point deal with some type of mental health issue in their life. So if you're seeking help, it doesn't mean you failed as a mom or you've done something wrong.
Oh, not at all. Honestly, it just means that you're getting the help you need, right? That you're taking the steps you need to take in order to help yourself.
Right, makes a lot of sense. So what does that look like? Is it a conversation? Do you meet with a counselor?
Yeah, so the first step is going to be to call our intake line, the 572-6100 number, and they'll let you know which location is going to be nearest you. We've got lots of locations around the Springs and even in our rural areas, and so you can come on in, do an initial diagnostic assessment with one clinician. It's just a one-on-one session where they kind of dive into those issues, what's really going on, try to figure out where we go from here. And then they're going to link you to those different services, whether that's group therapy that you need to be engaged in, individual sessions, medication management. We even have an array of different other services that don't typically view as mental health, but can actually be very helpful for someone who's struggling with interacting socially.
Excellent. And to be clear, if you are in crisis, immediately you have 2 centers people can head to.
Yes, we've got one up north on Woodman and then one off of South Parkside.
So don't delay in that.
Don't delay.
If you are in crisis, get to one of those hours, one of those places 24 hours a day.
Yes, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Excellent. Well, great tips today. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you.